Welcome to English Fluency Hacks. In today's episode, we're going to learn 10 English phrases that will take your fluency to the next level. I'm your host, Sarah, and this is the podcast where we give you practical tips to sound more natural in English. And today, I'm very excited to have a special guest with us, English teacher and language coach Paul. Welcome to the show, Paul.
Thanks for having me, Sarah. I'm really excited to be here and share some great phrases with our listeners.
Excellent. So we have 12 phrases that native speakers use all the time. Learning them will help you understand conversations better and sound more fluent. Are you ready to start with the first one, Paul?
Absolutely. The first phrase is, how come? Let's listen to a quick example. Sarah, I didn't see you at the party last night.
I know. How come you didn't tell me you were going? I would have joined you.
So, how come is a very common and informal way to ask why. It's just another way to ask for a reason.
Exactly. And in natural speech, the two words connect. It sounds like one word. How come?
Right. Let's practice it. This is called shadowing. Listen and repeat after me. Ready? How come? Good. One more time. How come?
Great job, everyone. Now for our second phrase, what's up? For example, hey, Paul, what's up?
Hey, Sarah. Not much. Just getting ready for the podcast.
What's up is a super common informal greeting. It's like saying, how are you? Or what are you doing?
Mm-hmm. And when we say it fast, what's up often sounds like what's up. The T sound disappears.
Let's practice shadowing. I'll say it and you repeat. What's up? Again, what's up? Perfect. And before we move on to our next phrase, if you are finding this lesson useful, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to our channel. It really helps us grow and create more content for you. Let us know in the comments which phrase is your favorite so far.
Okay, phrase number 3 is I'm down. Let's do a quick dialogue. Sarah, I'm thinking of ordering pizza tonight.
Ooh, I'm down for that. What kind should we get?
So if you are down for something, it means you want to do it or you agree to do it. It's a casual way to say, yes, let's do it.
Right. Pronunciation-wise, I'm and down link together smoothly. I'm down.
Right. Ready to practice? Repeat after me. I'm down. One more time. I'm down.
Fantastic. Phrase number 4 is, it rings a bell. Hey, Paul, do you remember our old teacher, Mr. Harrison?
That name rings a bell, but I can't remember what he looked like.
This phrase, it rings a bell, means that something sounds familiar, but you don't remember the exact details.
That's it. For pronunciation, listen to how rings and a connect. Rings-a. It rings a bell.
Let's practice shadowing. Repeat after me. It rings a bell. Again, it rings a bell.
Awesome. Moving on to number 5. Break a leg. Sarah, I've got my final exam tomorrow. I'm a little nervous.
Don't worry, you've studied so hard. You'll do great. Break a leg.
This one can be confusing. Break a leg is an idiom that means good luck. We often say it to actors before they go on stage, but you can use it for any situation where someone needs luck.
Right, it's a funny one. In connected speech, it sounds like break a leg.
Let's try it. Repeat after me. Break a leg. Good. Once more. Break a leg.
You're all doing great. Number 6 is I'm feeling under the weather. Paul, you don't look so good. Is everything okay?
To be honest, I'm feeling a bit under the weather. I think I might be getting a cold.
This is a very polite and common way to say you are feeling sick or unwell. Not very sick, just a little.
Exactly. The words all flow together naturally. Feeling under the weather.
Ready to practice? Listen and repeat. I'm feeling under the weather. One more time. I'm feeling under the weather.
Excellent. Let's move to phrase number 7. I'm just kidding. Hey, Sarah, did you hear that they canceled our favorite TV show?
What? No, are you serious?
Relax. I'm just kidding. The new season starts next month.
Phew. So, I'm just kidding is what you say after you tell a joke to let the other person know it wasn't serious. It means I'm joking.
Correct. And the T in just often gets dropped, so it sounds like just kidding.
Let's practice. Repeat after me. I'm just kidding. Again, I'm just kidding.
Brilliant. Phrase number 8 is, that makes sense. You need to turn the key to start the car.
Oh, okay. That makes sense now. Thanks for explaining.
This is a very useful phrase. You say that makes sense when you understand something or agree that it is logical and reasonable.
Mm-hmm. And notice how the S sound at the end of makes blends into sense. It sounds like make sense.
Let's try shadowing. Ready? That makes sense. Once more. That makes sense.
2 more to go. Number 9 is I'll get back to you. Hey, Paul, do you know if the library is open on Sundays?
That's a good question. I'm not sure, but let me check the details and I'll get back to you.
This means I will find the information and contact you later. It's very common in both professional and casual situations.
Right. And when said quickly, get back to you can sound like get backcha or get back to ya.
Let's practice this one. Repeat after me. I'll get back to you. Again, I'll get back to you.
And our final phrase, number 10, is take your time. Sarah, are you ready to go? We're going to be late.
Oh, I was just kidding about being late. We have plenty of time. Take your time. There's no rush.
Take your time is a kind phrase that means you don't need to hurry. You can say it to someone to make them feel comfortable and not rushed.
Exactly. For pronunciation, your often reduces to your, so it sounds like take your time.
Let's do our final shadowing practice. Repeat after me. Take your time. Once more. Take your time.
Amazing. That's all 10 phrases. Let's do a quick recap of everything we learned today.
Great idea. Number 1 was how come, meaning why.
2, what's up? A casual hello.
3, I'm down, which means I agree to do that.
4, it rings a bell for something that sounds familiar.
5, break a leg, which means good luck.
6, I'm feeling under the weather when you feel a little sick.
7, I'm just kidding, to say you're joking.
8, that makes sense when you understand something.
9, I'll get back to you, meaning you'll provide an answer later.
And 10, take your time, meaning don't rush. Wow, what a great list. Thank you so much, Paul, for sharing these fantastic phrases with us today.
My pleasure, Sarah. It was a lot of fun. I hope they help everyone listening.
And a big thank you to all of you for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please hit that subscribe button and give us a like. It truly helps our channel reach more English learners just like you. Thank you for following this episode until the end. Continue studying with our playlists and keep practicing.